I am back with another lovely recipe. Let's make bulgur jollof, and I would not be eating it alone. I'll be making some ground beef kebab as well. Follow along. I have my ground beef in a bowl. I'm going to add onions to it. I'm also going to start seasoning, and we're going to season properly because we want it to be tasty but not salty. So I'm going to add Arab seasoning. I got this from Costco. Then I'm also going to add all-purpose seasoning, also from Costco, but we can make ours. Maybe on this channel I'm going to show how to make your own all-purpose seasoning. Then I'm also going to add white pepper, salt, and 1 tablespoon of beef tallow. And once that is added, we're going to mix properly and combine. In a heated pot, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of beef tallow. I'll let that melt, and then we're going to go in with the diced onions. So we're going to mix properly and let the onions fry until it is translucent. Once the onions are fried for a bit, I added my parsley goddess. This is a parsley mix that I made myself. I'm going to put the recipe in the caption. Then I added my homemade ginger garlic paste as well, and I'm going to mix and let it fry properly. To the mix, I'm going to be adding my beef bouillon cube, and also I'll be adding chicken bouillon cube as well. I feel like the mix of both gives it a nuanced flavor, so that's why I'm going to be using both beef and chicken bouillon cubes. And then we're going to mix properly and combine, and we let it fry for a bit more before we go in with our tomato. I added 1 tablespoon of beef tallow at this point so it can fry properly. Now we're going to add our tomato paste. I like to use the primer tomato paste because it is balanced. It's not too sweet, it's not too tangy, and I prefer my tomato paste to be balanced. So there are some tomato paste that are a bit tangier than usual. Try to get a tomato paste that suits your taste bud. We're going to let this fry for a bit until a bit of the tanginess has been cooked off. Once our tomato paste has fried properly, we're going to go in with our all-purpose seasoning, and then we're going to mix it properly and let it fry. Now I will add my crushed tomatoes. They are crushed tomatoes in a can. I get them from Walmart, especially when it's on sale for like 97 cents, and I just keep them at home. I always have tomatoes on hand because they're easy to cook with. So we're going to cook this mixture down and ensure that the water has been reduced as much as possible and the tanginess from the tomato is not there anymore. We're going to cover the pot and let it cook. At this stage, make sure your stove is on medium to low heat. Our stew base has fried properly and it is no longer tangy. Now it's time to add the bulgur to the stew base. So we're going to put in our bulgur and mix it properly. Then we're going to add enough water or beef stock. I used powdered beef stock for this recipe because I do not have already made beef stock in my fridge. I basically mixed a tablespoon to about 2 tablespoons with 2 cups of water, and that's what I poured in here. And I'm mixing it properly, ensuring that the beef stock is well incorporated. Taste for seasoning. Make sure it's not too salty, but slightly saltier than you would expect. And then we're going to cover the pot and let it cook. Let it simmer on medium to high heat. So I would say medium heat, just in case your stove is hotter than usual. While our bulgur jollof cooks, it's time to make the kebab. So right now I already have the premixed ground beef. I'm going to mold the beef with my hands, properly washed hands, and I'll mold it onto the skewers to give that cylindrical shape. I'll do that for all the steaks until I run out of beef, and then we'll move to the next step. I'm creating like a ridge on the kebab just so that it grips better to the steak. We're done shaping the kebabs. It's time to put them in the oven to grill. So I'm going to be putting them on high grill setting for about 30 minutes. I'll check it constantly midway just to be sure that it's not burning. Looks like our bulgur is done. So can you see that the water has dried up significantly? I'm mixing it properly to ensure that the seasoning covers and coats all the grains. Taste it to be sure it's well seasoned and turn off the heat. Cover it up and let the residual heat cook it until perfection. So it's been about 15 to 20 minutes. It's time to check on the kebabs to be sure they are cooking properly. I mean, they can't burn at this stage because it's been just a few minutes. Make sure they're cooking properly. I increased the heat a bit and left it continue. Finally, the kebabs are done. So we're very close to eating dinner. Brought it out. They look perfectly cooked on all sides. Don't keep eating for too long, else they'll get very tough. Let's dig in. So I tasted it, and if I may say so myself, it tastes so lovely. Bulgur has a unique texture. It tastes like rice, but it's a bit buttery and very nice. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching, and till next time, have a lovely day.